Attention, Browns fans, the training camp scene is heating up, and bad news keeps piling in. Two key figures, Kenny Pickett and Dillon Gabriel, are sidelined with injuries that shake the team's hopes for the upcoming season. Meanwhile, unexpected players are stealing the spotlight and creating the kind of tension only a good sports drama can provoke. Want to understand everything happening behind the scenes and how this can influence the future of the Cleveland Browns? Then stay with me until the end. Welcome! Show your support for the Browns by reaching 100 likes on today's video. On the 10th day of the Browns training camp, the absence of Kenny Pickett and Dillon Gabriel due to hamstring injuries became the main focus. Both limited by the same issue, the real leadership fell to veteran Joe Flacco, accompanied by young Shedeur Sanders, who showed promising hope commanding the offense. The coaching staff, led by Kevin Stefanski, had to adjust strategies to maintain training rhythm, especially since these two quarterbacks hold the franchise's future in their hands. Fans were eager to watch this competition unfold, but physical limitations impaired Pickett and Gabriel's performances at this crucial preparation stage. Dillon Gabriel, dealing with hamstring tightness, was restricted to individual drills and a single 7-on-7 exercise, missing out on full 11-on-11 simulations. On the defensive side, the situation was no better. Anthony Kendall remained out with an arm injury, and veterans like Pierre Strong Jr., Mohamed Diabate, and Sam Kamara also trained separately. Greg Newsome struggled with a shoulder issue, leaving the defense vulnerable and below full strength. It was a scenario demanding improvisation from Stefanski, who sought to extract the best from every available player to maintain training momentum. With the two main candidates for the starting quarterback spot absent, Joe Flacco took center stage and proved he still has much to offer the Browns. The 40-year-old executed all his passes with precision during the 7-on-7 sessions, including a perfect throw to Jerry Jeudy running a dig route through the middle. Flacco connected effectively with David Njoku, Jerry Jeudy again, and Jerome Ford, facing a stiff defense. Toward the practice's end, in a heated moment rushing to field goal range, Flacco displayed calm in a clutch first down pass, setting up Dustin Hopkins for a decisive kick. This performance is a stark reminder of how valuable experience remains in the NFL. Shedeur Sanders, though still limited to reps with the second and third teams, maximized his chances to impress. During 7-on-7 drills, he completed 2 of 3 passes, including a deep attempt to Cade McDonald that almost became the day's highlight. In the initial 11-on-11 phase, Sanders was flawless in 3 attempts and shined under pressure near practice's end with 2 quality throws to Deontay Johnson and Luke Floria, positioning the team for a field goal. However, his second try ended in a sack, running out the clock without a scoring attempt. These moments are critical learning experiences for the young quarterback. Sanders' reserved behavior, especially regarding family, also stood out. He revealed he asked his father, Deion Sanders, to avoid visiting camp to maintain focus and prevent media speculation about his father's influence on the team. It's both a gift and a curse, the young QB said, highlighting his determination to earn his spot independently and professionally. This stance reinforces the image of a committed athlete aware of the challenges ahead. To this point, the Browns' defense has dominated, fitting well with the identity the team wishes to establish. Offensively, Deontay Johnson stood out, catching 4 of 5 passes and showing steady growth throughout camp. His chemistry with the quarterbacks, especially Sanders, has been a bright spot that fuels fan hope amid uncertainty at the crucial quarterback role. Attention now shifts to upcoming joint practices against the Panthers, promising an intense preparation boost for the season. Now, hold your breath because Kenny Pickett's outlook is grim. During a preseason broadcast, Browns legend Joe Thomas disclosed that Pickett could be sidelined for several more weeks, sounding alarm bells for the staff and fans. The hamstring injury seems more severe than initially thought, hindering the young QB's training and his pivotal role in the starting job battle. If this forecast holds, number 8 faces a drastic limitation in proving himself by the season opener on September 7, complicating his status even further. Pickett's recovery has been careful, with monitoring of his movement and restrictions on running to avoid aggravating the injury. Coach Stefanski remains somewhat hopeful to have Pickett and Gabriel back for joint practices against the Eagles, but Joe Thomas bluntly suggested the timeline might be longer. Without game rhythm, Pickett's ability to handle NFL pressures and adapt to the Browns' offensive scheme is in question, especially with strong internal rivals like Flacco and Sanders ready to seize the role. Pickett's absence from preseason games until now is notable. Only Sanders and Tyler Huntley played against the Panthers, indicating the Browns have yet to expose their main quarterbacks to actual defensive contact. The next 2 games against the Eagles and Rams become critical evaluation moments under game conditions. This quarterback depth battle may benefit the team long-term, but raises the stakes for Pickett, who urgently needs to shine to secure his future with the Browns. Pickett's journey has been turbulent. A first-round Steelers pick in 2022, he's already been on 3 teams in 4 NFL years. His college success at Pittsburgh and brief impactful stint with the Eagles late in the prior season show his potential, though it remains unfulfilled. The Browns acquired him in a trade involving Dorian Thompson-Robinson and a 5th-round pick, representing a final chance for Pickett to prove himself worthy of a starting role in the league. Contesting for the starting job is a severe test for a relatively young 24-year-old athlete grappling not only with competition but also with recent physical setbacks. Pickett entering free agency in 2026 makes this season critical for his NFL survival. The injury setback is his latest, maybe toughest hurdle for career consolidation. The big question? What will the Browns do if Pickett isn't ready to battle on equal footing? This scenario exposes a moment of transition and instability among the Browns' quarterbacks. Flacco, aged but experienced, has seized his chances. Sanders, a promising but inexperienced talent, is climbing. Meanwhile, Pickett teeters on a tightrope with a slim margin for mistakes. The starting QB decision, living on the edge, promises a drama for both coaches and fans. Emotionally, the fan base is split, torn between understanding Pickett's physical limits and hoping Sanders brings fresh life. This situation affects not just quarterback, but the entire Browns offense, which must reorganize swiftly to remain competitive in an increasingly tough division. Enormous pressure rests on Flacco to carry the attack, with fears of wearing him down, risking veteran decline, and stifling young player growth. The staff must balance preservation and advancement in quarterbacks, a formula that could make or break the season. Finally, the coming days and weeks will be decisive for the Browns. Training camp still holds many chapters, and upcoming joint practices and preseason games against the Panthers and Eagles will show how ready the quarterbacks are mentally and physically. With Pickett sidelined, preseason performance takes on near drama importance. Fans will watch closely because the team's future hangs on every play and every pass in this quest for stability in football's most critical position. With this scenario laid out and analyzed, here is my firm opinion. The Browns franchise faces near-crisis uncertainty at quarterback. Without a prompt Pickett comeback or an unexpected rise by Sanders, reliance may grow on Flacco, a veteran who has shown capacity but is inevitably nearing career end. The window for the team's ambitions may be closing fast, and the coaching staff must choose between trial and preservation, risking loss of energy or experience. Finally, the coming days and weeks will be decisive for the Browns. Training camp still holds many chapters, and upcoming joint practices and preseason games against the Panthers and Eagles will show how ready the quarterbacks are mentally and physically. With Pickett sidelined, preseason performance takes on near-drama importance. Fans will watch closely because the team's future hangs on every play and every pass in this quest for stability in football's most critical position. With this scenario laid out and analyzed, here is my firm opinion. The Browns franchise faces near-crisis uncertainty at quarterback. Without a prompt Pickett comeback or an unexpected rise by Sanders, reliance may grow on Flacco, a veteran who has shown capacity but is inevitably nearing career end. The window for the team's ambitions may be closing fast, and the coaching staff must choose between trial and preservation, risking loss of energy or experience. And you, Browns fan, how do you see this fierce quarterback competition? Bet on Kenny Pickett's return as the savior? Trust Joe Flacco's steady hand to hold things together? Or put your chips on Shedeur Sanders' explosive potential? Share your view in the comments, because this debate is just beginning. If you enjoyed this analytical content, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel for all the provocative NFL news and insights, especially about your beloved Cleveland Browns. See you in the next video.